going live, transmitting that spirit, that higher consciousness, yes, within all of you star seeds, indigo children. Much respect to you and your spiritual journey, yes. Let me make sure we're going live. So we got to make sure that we have lights, camera, action. Looks like we got it going on. And I thank you guys for spending your Sunday with me as we go dive deep into this other aspect of yourself, yes? So whenever we go into some reflection or meditation or music or any creative state of mind, we need to cleanse the space. And I'm lighting my charcoal disc. It's like a coal that you put your incense on top. It's burning, so it'll be ready soon. And I actually have a few different varieties of incense here. So we're just gonna start getting busy. And it's not like helping you to relax or something, but I guess you could say that. I gotta sneeze in a little bit, excuse me, I'm telling you ahead of time. Trying to. Don't you hate that when you're about to sneeze and then you don't? So it's like still there, you know. It's all good. It just means I have to blow my nose. And this is white copal. And this is excellent for outdoors as well. So if you guys, especially for outdoors. Let me just blow my nose. All right. Sorry about that. So this is something that's, some of you are on a very active spiritual journey and you're like serious about it and you're like studying, you actually spend part of your time meditating, exploring consciousness. Machiwa, holy ones. Some of you are soul family. Yes, some of you are those indigo children, starseeds coming from other worlds beyond this terrestrial world. Multi-dimensional consciousness. That means other levels of consciousness and spirit, not just this one. Some of you have an active memory or dream. You would say dreams. You can remember your dreams. You can have conscious control, lucid dreams. And when you relax and sit back and go deep into that thought, as we're doing now, holy ones, you're not meant to fall asleep, but to shift, even a little bit, shift your consciousness. The dream is inside. Your deep thought is inside. Shutting off, not shut off completely, but close out the external. Otherwise you will not, you've heard of this word subtle. It's so subtle. That's why you have to go shut out this aspect of your existence Okay? So we're going to prepare ourselves to shift to another part of ourselves by going inside, by relaxing, changing the energy that you're in. Stop the commotion, stop the talking, stop the drama, stop the TV, the radio, the device. Stop. So that is where you find spirit. Yes? That is where you find your higher consciousness. No wonder you haven't been having it much lately. Okay? Unless you go inside actively, regularly. That's why I said some of you are serious about your spiritual journey. You're actually shifting your consciousness. And when you realize this information, you're shifting timelines. Okay? You're regularly high vibing. You're regularly making this shift. You're going out of this astral consciousness, out of this ordinary consciousness, into a different, higher consciousness. Mindfully, willfully, you are setting up the best conditions to do it. And I thank you guys for joining me tonight. We just getting started talking about awakening your higher consciousness. And you guys want to stay tuned. This is a special episode because I had a special visions last night. I was on the medicine, and I chose to take the day off because this medicine can take all day, and it did. And I was about to do a live last night, so it was fresh in my mind to talk to you about it, but I was too exhausted. So thank you for joining me, and let's kick back and chill together and shift our consciousness. I love you. And let's see who's all coming on in on their Sunday evening with this tribe, this Vatos in the house. Machiwa. Thank you guys. We got my eyes. Let's try these glasses. They're the close-up ones. JRBYIFNYCCRY. Best. I will call you Best. How's that? How much you? Thank you, Holy One. Much respect to you. And energy. We're all energy. You're representing energy. We're all bringing our energy together right now in this space. Thank you for that. We got criminal activity. Yes! You said yes. C-Dub, what up, Vato? Gotcha. Flower Goddess 127. Hello from Miami. What's up, Flower? How far are you from Sarasota? Because that's close to where Ashiana is in the Stargate. What's going on? Welcome, Miami. Raven Omega, we live. What's up? We live. Transmission, you feel it. I'm doing pretty good, Jeffrey. Thank you for asking, brother. Thank you for being here. I hope you had a brilliant day. Galactic Guardians. That higher consciousness. You guys think of the galaxy, the galactic level as part of your higher consciousness. Now, some people will define the higher consciousness at a certain exact thing. Okay? Your brother Thavian, when you say higher consciousness and we're at 3D, well, honey, anything after 3D is higher, right? And it's consciousness. It's higher consciousness than you are. Okay, so we're astral is higher consciousness. Does that mean all astral consciousness is positive and law of one? No. You can still have higher consciousness and be dark. Okay? Those higher beings who are falling are still more intelligent, more psychic, more spiritual than we are. But we are there in the now. That's how you can say multi-dimensional, simultaneous multi-dimensional consciousness. Okay, so we can be here, but we're also there and there and there and there. Holy ones. We're in many places at once. As a matter of fact, if you are one of those people who want to explore your consciousness with medicine, you're going to find that theme up there. Everything is more evolved, more advanced, more beautiful, more perfected. Realize this is a spectrum, and we're seeing it from the 3D perspective. Out of 15, and if we already know that you have a personal Christos of 1,728 minimum, that's a lot of you. That's a lot of other selves. That's a lot of higher consciousness. Okay? So you have some lower consciousness too. Doesn't mean you're at the very bottom of the barrel. But we are evolving, and we are remembering and expanding, Holy One, expanding towards our higher consciousness, what people will call also returning to Source God. Okay, we're always part of God. God never left you. Why would you want to leave God? You're always God. But what I'm saying is, one thing you need to realize is our memory of your full identity. Our memory is limited down here, so we don't remember that. So that's why we can say return to the memory of Source God. You're always God. You don't have to return, but our memory needs to return. Okay, it kind of sucks when you don't remember jack squat from fourth dimension. Why? We should know a whole history. We should know all our lifetimes of the fifth dimension. We should know everything we did in the sixth dimension, or the second dimension, or the first dimension. Why? How come we don't? That's because we are literally distorted in our DNA. We're distorted in our consciousness. We're distorted in our memory. It's been robbed from us, manipulated, controlled. There's some force, unseen darkness, because it's in the shadow. It likes to stay unseen. The power, because it's a minority power. So that's why it has to pull strings from the shadow. It doesn't come out here and meet you face to face. Okay, and the human spirit feels that distortion, that shadow. Generally speaking, you feel it. You know what's wicked. And so here we are, 2023, awakening, okay, our DNA, which awakens you to your higher consciousness, which is what? Multidimensional. Existing in many places at once. Not the Hindu reincarnation point of view. Sorry, that's a distortion. It's a simultaneous living existence consciousness. Not I was alive and I was this person and then I died. I became a new person and now I lived my life and I died. No. You're alive now, and you're alive in your future self and your past self now. See, when you realize the time matrix, it's divided into all these times vectors. And so you're in this time vector and you're going to live it. You exist. You're the consciousness in this time period. Okay? There's a separation. You know, there's something called metamorphosis. You leap to another time. No, you don't just start. Let's say you died in 2030 and you think you're going to come alive a few months later or a few weeks later or a few minutes later. No, it doesn't work like that, honey. It could be years, 100 centuries. It could be millennia before you come alive again. See what I'm saying? It's you're alive now. Let's say you perish. Your body is destroyed. Age, whatever. You died. Nothing really dies, but we just have to explain it through this normal 3D idea. We die, and then what? You go somewhere. You literally go somewhere. Now, this is not the Bible point of view, Holy Ones. This is spirituality point of view, energy, consciousness, law of one, Christos point of view. You go to the morphogenetic field, and not many spiritual systems out there are talking about the morph field. You can shorten it to morph instead of morphogenetic. morphogenetic field, which is another way you can call it, crystal body. Imagine a beautiful crystal body. That's your morph field. That's your morphogenetics. And so you return, your morph field is not, you're not this. You're the morphogenetic consciousness that returns to the planet's morphogenetic consciousness, which is actually inside. See, you're inside your morph field, which is inside the human race morph field. Then that's inside the planet's morph field. You go leave the planet, that's going to mess you up. You're not from Earth and you die here? Wow, what happens to you? What happened to us? Because our morph field wasn't, our planet's morph field was not here. What happened to us? We became disembodied because there's nowhere to go. You go inside your morph field that's in the tribe morph field, which is in the planet morph field, but we're not from Earth. So our planet's morph field is not here. Your soul is connected to the planet. You bring your consciousness here, you project it here, and the way back home is through your morph field, okay? Your crystal body. So we are just trying to break down multidimensional physics and consciousness, because we're talking about, something. I want to start talking about what happened to me tonight, which is every now and then I'll try this medicine, which is that mushrooms that you put on your salad. Because you know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying this for the AI. Mushroom for your salad is the most powerful medicine, in my opinion. Okay? More powerful than DMD, more powerful than anything you can think of, more profound, more activating. I'm your brother Thavian. I study Christos. I will practice Christos. But I could also tell you that there's something like this medicine that will literally activate DNA, man. Because I lived my whole life, 40, 50 years of living, and it never happened before. Oh, suddenly I get into the Christos, I learn about these higher levels of your consciousness and multidimensional aspects of yourself, and then I start experiencing it, seeing it, witnessing it. No joke, no lie, I have no reason to. Okay, so, and I've already shared some of my other experiences with you. You guys can see those videos. One of the first ones was, there was a recent one called on April 20th. But there was another one before that, if you guys remember. But basically, what I'm saying is the Christos knowledge and the medicine. I'm not saying just do medicine or just do Christos. I'm just telling you my own experience, brothers and sisters. I literally witnessed my Christed avatar. I experienced it. It was my body. I was in the body. I was feeling the energy, even if it was only for an hour. Okay? You know when you're in a dark place, if you're in an uncomfortable, it feels terrible if you're on the medicine. Okay? You know. And then you also know when it's truly divine and sacred, and you see this perfection is so beautiful and amazing, and then you start noticing you're the same. And while my body is still here, while you guys are still here, you are up there in the same space. This medicine, it puts you in that vibration, which is another world. You time travel to another higher consciousness. Hello, the reality is not physical like Earth, Vatos. We talk about the Christos and the multi-dimensions you call matter form. There's 5 matter forms. Only on this low-level matter form, the first one, 1, density universe 1, density universe 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are here. Carbon matter. Now you start seeing these other consciousness. They're not from carbon matter. You're seeing other versions of yourself in higher worlds and universes in matter form. They will look spiritual. They will look like they're changing shape. They will look angelic. They will look like they're made of light. All kinds of appearances, because there's all kinds of worlds and planets and places that we're talking about. Sorry guys, I have to say, much respect. I gotta keep my glasses straight, man. Thank you for your patience. Flower Goddess 999. Much respect, sister. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. Good luck. What's up? Everybody could use some of that. Much respect. Thank you for supporting Christos Avatar. All right. That's why I keep coming back. Because we are, this is my full-time job. I love you guys and I do this for you. And look at Starman, Holy One. Yeah, what's up? And some of you are also supporting Christos Avatar privately, like not through the public super chat, but maybe through a donation through PayPal. No one sees you do that. Some of you do that. I guess it's a choice. So now you have a choice. Some people become members while we're doing the live. I just want you to know that your name's going to show up in green for a moment. But that's cool. We love you. Thank you for joining Christos Avatar. Machiwa. Awesome. Good to see you, Starman. What's up, Vato? And we're going to get into this. So I just want to make sure. Tina, shadow is a void, absence of light. Yeah, actually the Guardians call it phantom. And what they describe as being reverse consciousness, reverse living, reverse life. Okay? They did something really horrific. And also there's something going on in both of their races, because it was the holy, they didn't stay holy, but it was the Anu Elohim. They went through something called DNA code convolution, and so did the Omicron reptilian dragon moths. Those beings went through DNA code convolution too, which distorts your consciousness. That's like inbreeding. You keep staying in the same Templar, what's going on? So that's what was described by Ashana. So we have this, you would say, it's part of their war, but it came into our life. So it was imposed on us. So it's not really our heritage. I was just going to say it's our heritage, but it sort of is our heritage, whether it's good or bad. We've had this war because they got themselves involved in our planet and our people, and they're still doing it. Nothing has changed, just been renamed and stuff. It sounds crazy, but we're still in Atlantis. Atlantis is still existing, let's say it that way. Atlantis still exists. Lemuria still exists, according to the Guardian teachings. England, Ireland, Wales, Netherlands. This is Atlantis. A piece of what's left. Bermuda Triangle area, that's another Stargate that was part of Atlantis. There's another one in Sarasota, Florida. Realize that's where Ashana lives. And that's one of the main Stargates that we usually, there's going to be in some of these, like there's one in Iraq, around the Iran area. Look at the war that goes around there. We have a Stargate in Russia. We got a Stargate. I thought we had one. I'm pretty sure we have it in China. There's one in the Andes Mountains. There's one in Machu Picchu. There's one in Sedona, Arizona, near Sedona. It's between Sedona and Flagstaff, but the Sedona has all the wormholes, so it's connected to the Stargate. So that's why a lot of people go to New Sedona, and that's why I want to be in Sedona. All that incense already melted. But yeah, you guys, so basically, it's different every time I do this medicine. But I usually see the same beings, and always, at least it's becoming always now, that there's one main super high level guardian that starts speaking in another language, at least for 2 hours. And plus he's doing all kinds of ceremonies, and of something that John the Baptist does is bring in consciousness to earth. I like opening, bringing them through. I've been bringing them through, and I know I made this weird video last year, or no, was it, where it says I'm birthing them in. That's what I'm talking about, homies. I'm talking about this, something about part of my duty is a planetary level duty of bringing in higher consciousness, and they're always some mighty beings coming in, and they're doing something that I hear them talking. They're talking and they're planning, and it's a universal thing, man. And I don't know why there's people like me, not only me, who would be bringing them in, and that's how they come to Earth. How they're, kind of like Doctor Strange makes a portal so you can go through it, something like this. So it all sounds crazy, I'm sure some of you. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm simply describing what happened to me, what has happened to me. And one of the most amazing things that I remember was that I was actually speaking another language, and part of the language was with bird song, bird speak. It was so crazy, guys. Like, sometimes I want to push record. I want to record, but I think it's sacred and I'm not supposed to record. Especially if I'm bringing in multi-galactic, multi-universal beings. I believe there must be some clearance to that shit. So whatever that's about, I think it will become more and more apparent the more times I see it. But this is one of the first times. This is one of the, I would say, the most clear times that I've had a being look straight into my eyes, straight into my face. And there was no physical speech, but it was all being said through eyes. It's hard to understand or explain. But this being had eyes like, you see those mystics who are wide-eyed like this? Like this? This being was wide-eyed and super intense. And when you look into this being's eyes, you know there's a profound consciousness behind it. What was that? It presented itself looking like a human. It was unbelievable. Like, I've seen some high-level beings. This looked like a normal human, but it was profoundly powerful in some energy form I recognized. And of course, again, I would see all the aura and the different energies around me, like colors and shit. And then I would say, man, you guys, it sounds extraordinary, but I'm doing like some type of magic with like, but like, like beyond this like Jedi shit, you know, you actually see energies coming out. Like, and you feel it. And then you see all these levels of the cosmos and shit. You don't just see walls and a floor and ceiling. You realize in the higher realities, like we're taught in the matter form, you become to the etheric level. You know, it's carbon crystal, and then crystal silicate, which is etheric reality field. No body. Pure consciousness. Realize you keep evolving into some crystal liquid form and then a crystal gas. You become more and more refined until there's no more body. Literally, you're just consciousness after a certain level. And so I know, I just want to say I confirm those levels. I see those levels, and it's truly like how the matter form is described. And you will see pure light ships, and inside pure light ships, nothing mechanical, not metal of any sort. It's energy. So inside the energy UFO, you're going to see energy beings, multidimensional beings. But realize, I've seen the stargates inside your own anatomy, and you just go to the correct. You imagine the sphere and the color, and you connect to the consciousness, and you walk through the Merkaba. I wouldn't even call it walk. You're not walking. You're just moving. There's no floor, remember? Concepts of reality are different, plus you look completely different. I mean, there was so much that happens, but when we wake out of the medicine, we kind of forget a lot of it. That's why I really want to record, and maybe I'll connect and see if it's okay. Because I want to, man, I spoke so many different languages, and I think they should be recorded. That's all I'm saying. Like, why am I speaking this out loud to myself, right? What's it even going to do? I know some of you would be interested in this. Especially, man, I would have liked to record this one of this bird human, well, it wasn't human, but you know what I'm saying, like a humanoid, birdish, avian creature being. And I've already felt this. I was born as an Azurite. Like, I saw it. That's when I saw Ashyanuddin, and I saw this place of, I call it gestation. It was some type of, well, maybe that's not the right word, but there's when the beings are very, very small, but still profound and awake inside. It's not an embryo, but I just know it was a little bit funny because there's beings around, like nursery. It's a nursery of sorts. I was in this nursery, man, and these beings are kind of afraid because they know how dangerous we are. We're like these powerful beings, and their job is to nurse us until we wake up. But they're afraid because we're so freaking powerful. And I saw this raw power, man. It's like, there's no way to describe it, right? But we see these levels of our consciousness way up there, and it was nothing human. It was some glorious being, greater, like you imagine a giant dragon is big. Well, this being wasn't a dragon. It wasn't reptilian. It was something bigger than a dragon. And it had a majestic appearance, like a regal appearance. And I heard even in the gestation phase start to make these sounds within me. And then it was so weird, dude, because it was getting more louder. And like the noise is shaking the ground, right? Inside my own, whatever this being is. So Ashiana showed, I don't know, it just happened to start happening. And I was seeing this through the being's eyes. And this is the video I call Christ is Returning. I think it's called Returning Christ, the Christ Guardians are Returning, or something like this. You can find it. Just put in the word returning, you might find it. Search on it. I think of it as part bird, part cat. Like a sphinx with wings. This being could fly, but there's no skies, so what is it really, flying? I just know the sound is so absolutely profound. It makes this loud sound, man. And I wasn't human. I was some creature, majestic, but the power that you feel in your knowledge, like the memory of all worlds and people and beings inside your mind. And I feel like these beings that John the Baptist was bringing in, these cosmic beings, whatever you want to call them, sorry, I'm having this like mystical experience while I'm talking to you. I mean, it's still fresh in news yesterday, so. It's just I try to be transparent and tell you guys what's going on in my personal life sometimes. And so it, to me, is like confirmation of all of this stuff is accelerating. Okay? And your higher consciousness is going to accelerate. And it's part of this change happening, the shift happening on Earth. It is her consciousness ascending. So you're on our body. Thank you for those hearts. You're so kind. We're on her body, so we have to shift with her, or no. We're going to fall to another level. We don't want to fall, guys. You don't want to fall. If you think things are bad or dark here, you're going to fall into something much, 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 much more worse. So you don't have a choice. Your choice is to ascend. Because that's not really a choice, right? That's not an option. Earth shift to 5D, holy ones. That's where we come from. Just in that jump. So just realize, guys, in like around 39,000 AD, we're going to be immortal. By the time we get there, we're going to be immortal. I believe it happens way sooner. But I'm not sure. Because I know inner Earth is still not that great. Even though it's ahead of us in time, it's in the future, in Earth. It's not like much greater. That's why, like he said, our brother said, you want to go to 5D. And so, think of it as being 39,000 years in the future. Like this. So far beyond us, these beings are immortal. And we're not immortal here. Obviously, there's some major distortion in our planet and DNA. She's distorted, so we became distorted. They reversed her consciousness, what we're talking about earlier, which becomes what? Phantom. The phantom consciousness is reverse consciousness. Think of live spelled backwards, evil. What's against living? Evil. Evil consumes light. We're light workers, they're shadow workers. That they draw their power from darkness. We draw our power from light. We're both God. I'm not condoning the darkness. I won't join them. I'm the opposite of them. But we talk about the darkness still being God because it's all God. We're all God. That's one of the things you, as light, are following the universal law of one. And it's not an earth thing, some religion or dogma. No, it's a universal thing out there in the cosmos. Okay? Universal is within the cosmos. Okay? And then you have your planetary, then you have your personal, or your tribe, then your personal. It's relative because you're going to go through all these stages. You're going to go through what it's going to be like to be a galaxy, a universe. What's it like? Well, it's part of you, homie. Where do you think you come from? You come from God. And what is God? God's everything. You are everything. You know, they say if you drop a hologram and it shatters into 1,000 pieces, every single piece has the whole. What's that about? Huh? It's a piece. How can I have the whole? See where that thinking gets you. You drop a hologram and it has all because it is all. Everything is all God. A tiny particle unit, and it is tiny. It's ultra microparticle, is God. A little bitty tiny little ultra little particle. It's God. Okay? And these particle units, they're phasing. They're going through fission and fusion. You know, that's like opposing. It's like some, wow. God created this polarity. Obviously, Creator did something with purpose, for a reason. So, you, as higher consciousness, whether you're just developing yourself or you're on medicine, you're going like this. You're trying to get more and more and more higher consciousness. How do you do that? What are you talking about? Chakra. That's your consciousness. You have more than one. That's multiple consciousness. Every single one represents a span of time. In the fourth heart chakra, the astral, that's a span of time that you live in. That's actually called your soul. We actually live in inner earth in the fourth dimension. In the fifth dimension, we're in Tara. Both in the future. But Tara is like way in the future. And then you have the angelic level, the celestial level of consciousness and matter form. And that is indigos. Indigo ray. What's up, Holy One? Okay, and the indigos are coming through the sixth dimension, Sirius B. Same as Jeshua, Jesus. He went through Sirius B. You're indigo child. You got your third eye open. What's up, homie? You're going through Sirius B. What we call the priest of Azraline. The priest of Azraline, homie. And I keep calling you priests, and I keep calling you holy. You're holy priests, holy ones. You should be wearing robes and got your crystal going on. Some of you got your staff going on. What's up? We're Magi kings, priest kings, vatos. What's up? Holy Grail line. Yeah, baby. Hey, if you know you're an indigo child, you got to get one of my cups because I'm going to have a mug that says Magi King. That's what you are, vatos. You see some of my artwork? You notice they're part of royalty? Magi Kings, Holy Grail. Realize you're the higher consciousness coming on down, representing that Magi, Maharaji, blue-skinned humans, blue cat people, wow, blue angels, what's going on? That's how the blue flame Elohai rolls, baby. That's your higher consciousness right there, the Emerald Covenant. You're human, you're Lyran. You're coming from Lyra. And specifically, Lyra fell to Sirius, so we have Lyran Syrian now. We're Lyran Syrians. Machiwa. There is no Lyrans here anymore, like Lyran. You have to go to another level of reality, holy ones. Chivas! Realize we started in the cradle of Lyra. Okay? And if you guys know that that's Armentana, what does Armentana, de-evolve to? It de-evolves to Gaia. Gaia de-evolves to Tara. Tara de-evolves to Earth. Now when Earth returns back to Source God, Earth becomes Tara, Tara becomes Gaia, Gaia becomes Armentana. So you could technically say, hey, we are in the Lyra. There's some amazing things about what the Guardians reveal, and one of those is the sun is not what we think it is. Did you know the sun is actually the core of another planet in the Pleiades? Check that out. We have a close connection to the Pleiadians for a reason. We have a close connection to the Syrians for a reason. Syrians, Pleiadians, Arcturans. Those are some of our extraterrestrial homies. Yeah. Don't forget about the Lyran cat, people. That's what this channel talks about. Now I'm making artwork of it. We represent Lyran. What's up, vatos? We got a Sphinx, the great Sphinx of Giza. The Egyptians were freaking mystical, magical, spiritual beings. Look what they did. And you don't even know about Tartaria or the ancient Egypt that was more evolved than you were. More evolved in 2023, rocketry, atomic energy, what was the mission to Mars and the moon, and what else? These beings were in the ancient Egypt. They had a super advanced technology, multi-dimensional technology. They had alien beings coming and going all the time. There was no gridlock. There was no frequency fence on Earth all the time. Now you go plummet to dark ages. Because you don't have this open fence. You haven't removed the fence. You haven't removed the block. So now you don't have all these alien homies coming down. Now you don't get the advantage, right? Every time you have this main commerce port or something, that is going to become a wealthy location. Earth became wealthy. Earth became sophisticated and hyper advanced. Oh, but you fell. You got wiped out. There was 3 floods that were created to wipe you out. And you lost a lot of, it's even talked about in Voyagers 2. They did a cleanup. Proof. They removed proof. They are the ones who, who makes history, right? Who writes history, guys? The ones who conquered in war. So what is your history? Some conquered history from somewhere else. Ashiana explains it as being Nuberian. You got religions, yeah, but they're from Nibiru. You're following Luciferian, satanic, extraterrestrial belief systems. What's up? Congratulations, homies. Let me say hi. I think I said my brother, Indigo Wizard. I gotta keep this fire going. Yeah, baby! We don't mess around. Benzoin. We representing all these planets and beings and places and things. There's 10 million homies in the Guardian Alliance. Sir! I love you, Guardian Alliance. How you doing? 10 million vatos. That's 10 million different planets. Vato. Homie. Sup, Colonel? Simone. The mamacita. Some of those Pleiadian girls. Dang, some of those Lyran felines. Females. Wow. Just saying. They're hot, right? I think Lyrans are hot. Yeah. Anyways. Like, Natiri? OMG. Who fell in love with Natiri? She's so beautiful. And hot. Like, that's a cool combo. Sorry, guys. Hey, ladies. Jake Scully. Machiva. Yeah, man. I see my homies in the house. Yeah. I can't believe this always happens. You know, like, I have only 2 pairs of glasses, but they like to F around. What's up? And come on, dude, really? I thought I just had them, right, guys? Didn't I just have them? There we go. I mean, like, shit. I can go to other dimensions with my consciousness, but I lose track of my freaking glasses, man. I'm so happy you're okay. You're okay, right, brother Indigo? People get worried, and I get people emailing me when you're missing. That's why I was asking. Because someone else was asking, right? People love you, homie. Take care of yourself, Vato. Come on, Holmes. You got responsibilities to the Guardians now. What's up? You gotta transmute this dramas, Holmes. Stop attracting dark shit. No, it's not always our fault. Sometimes something is just on our ass, right? You know. But honestly, a lot of the people messaging me are having problems with fallen angels and demons because their consciousness. You're having bad problems because of your own consciousness. You realize this is a hologram and you are projecting this reality. Okay, so you can't point the finger at nobody. You can't point the finger at circumstance. You can't point the finger. You remember you're multidimensional, right? So you're like, you're living now, but you lived before and made some effed up mistakes. You're multidimensional. That's part of your family, homie. Yeah. Some of your consciousness, some of your family are freaking dark. Who's got some dark family? No, all my family have transcended to higher levels of heaven. Machiwa, good for you. No, dude, if I did my show like this being, he had his eyes completely wide open. Yeah. It was, I can't keep my eyes wide open like that, and I have to blink and shit. I don't know how. Dude, it was intense. It was so freaking awesome. He was smiling but not smiling. Like, what? Well, how is this happening? I'm like tripping the F out, right? No, you're not. You're having a multi-dimensional experience, homie. Quit having denial. You're a multi-dimensional badass. Just accept it. Sup, sister butterfly? Jacqueline Ortiz. Don't drive without a license, homie. Or the MBD, DMV, whatever your state is gonna kick your ass. You know, they want to get paid for no reason. You just gotta buy insurance too. Man, more. Yeah, dude, it was powerful last night, man. It was profound. Freaking awesome. I'm so, like, I feel like, yeah. You said it, butterfly. We create our own problems. The Matrix. You said it, Maisha. Or Maisha. I love you. Jennifer says 100%. All right, I like that. Stop breaking the law. Well, some of those indigos and starseeds are rebels. You said it, Indigo. We create our own heaven and hell. So if you're experiencing hell, stop. It's a choice. You know, some of you think you have no choice, but you have a choice. Make a different choice. A different decision. Thank you for those hearts. You're so kind. I wish I could see who's doing that. The love boat. So, you guys, I think even once in your life, you should do that mushroom on your salad thing. I mean, come on. You have to say, I went to Earth, I did mushroom on my salad, and OMG. You know? Seriously. You'll be thanking me later, homie. So, but I have to leave a little caveat. A little, you know, hello. Here's an extra note in capital letters note. You have to, like, cleanse your energies first before you use that medicine, man. That means you have to, first of all, fasting is a no-brainer before you do it. Fast the whole day. Don't eat any food. If you're one of those people who can't handle that, just eat in the morning then. And then do it at night. But if you ever have darkness come in and you're doing this at night, try it in the day. I did that and it disappeared. No scary shit. In the daytime, there's less shadow in my room. You know what I'm saying? In the world, I mean, in general. It's like they come out in certain periods when there's more of their raging energy, right? Consciousness. So they like dark. They like shadow. They're in those worlds. So we don't become them, but we learn about them and how they operate, because we protect ourselves and our children, our loved ones. But, you know, not everyone believes in this kind of stuff. Some people are just into religion, and it's a major distortion. It's distorting your life, because it's a big factor in a lot of people's lives, religion. I mean, there's probably less people going to church than there was before, but still, there's worship of this other beings from other worlds. When we learn simply, hey, you can teach a 5-year-old, so teach a 5-year-old that all are God, all are equal, all are one. A child could understand it. But when humans, the adults and the teachers and the bosses of your child's future life are going to work that, change that. Mostly the parents. Our parents' distortion become our distortion, and then we specialize in it, in this family distortion. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, you don't want no family baggage, distortions. You become your own free person. Remove that from your thought. Yeah, become a different person than that negative aspect of your family. Be in a higher res. You learned more. You got outside the family and became more into your own understanding of reality. Let them, praise Jesus and God and Jehovah, Father God, and if they want to. But we can take our values, our awareness, our consciousness, our higher consciousness, and it's not based on faith, it's not based on hope or belief. It's based on actually experiencing God, actually experiencing these divine psychic abilities, and you actually experiencing something not of this world. So many people deny that level of themselves, deny their godlyhood. Do we act godly down here? No, we don't. Of course, it's a distortion. But that distortion can be transmuted, healed. That's what we're doing. We're trying to become better, highest versions of ourselves. We got another member. What's up, homies? No way. Yes way. We got Manjala. Welcome, Angel. You said it. And you guys become a member. You get the diagram. Go download the diagram now. You want the diagram, vato? And also come join us in chat. You'll see friendly people like Indigo Wizard and Starman, and we got all kinds of cool homies showing up there. You guys ask questions about the Christos. I may not be there all the time, but you're there. And we're doing this together. What's up? Sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm in another dimension. It's like a trip. Life is a trip. It's certainly not boring. Ha! Chicasse-moi. It's beautiful. Look at that consciousness. That spirit, that energy. Now this is real citrine, because the orange amethyst, that's different. This is citrine. This is a very awesome stone. Look at the quality. Oh yeah, baby, look at that cut. It's a nice cut. Anyone who wants this, you can buy this, holy ones. I sell crystals and my artwork. Check it out in the link below to my Etsy shop. Oh cool, yeah. Mosutas. Sakaiwa. Yeah. I was seeing many levels of this reality, and that sound. I could see the sound in the matrix playing itself. This antimatter, we're learning this again, man. This is probably a few $100s, guys, for real. This is actually something I might want to keep, because this is awesome. It feels so good in your hand. It's like ergonomic, you know. Awesome. Sorry. I love my crystals. And you know, you always get these people, you know, jerk offs and leaving comments. You get a lot of love too. Yeah. But there's jerk off comments. Like someone said, "You look very sick. What's wrong with you?" You know, what the shit, man? This is all they got out of my video? Like, real. You have nothing to say about the message, what comes out of my mouth. You're too busy looking at the color of my hair, the color of my shirt. Like, seriously, I also had someone say, you can't take anyone seriously who's wearing a tie-dye shirt, who's got a similar tapestry in the background. You can't take these kind of people seriously. Oh, okay. So this person's so superficial, right? I mean, what's up, homie? What's wrong? You don't like? I'm ugly to you. I'm sickly looking. I don't know. You know, you can see the people who are not coming from a space of love. This show is coming from a space of love, homie. What's up? You can take your judgment and you know where you can stick it? I love you. Let me blow my nose. Yeah, since I sneezed, right? It just trips you out, man. Oh. Sup? How you doing in your spiritual journey? Are you awakening? Of course you are. You're here at Christos Avatar, homie. What's up? You doing something right. Yeah, see. You guys, I have a feeling. I'm just having a feeling, that's all. That if I'm seeing psychic energy, like I literally see it in colors too, and if I'm feeling it, I have a feeling that I'm gonna actually be able to do it in the 3D. Don't quote me, but I have a feeling, that's all. Like someday your brother Thavian will be doing like magic voodoo shit. I mean, not actual voodoo, you know what I'm saying? But it'll be like, what? Huh? How'd you do that? Consciousness, energy, spirit. You are this mighty ones. Mwaka, yeah. We're bringing this DNA, we're bringing this consciousness, we're bringing this memory. So it's available to the rest of the consciousness on Earth. Remember, the morph field. Guardians come to the morphogenetic field, it raises the consciousness on Earth. Okay? We're all in the D2 core of Earth right now. What is this? A body? A vehicle? It's all energy. It's all made of consciousness. You're made of consciousness. You are consciousness. This whole world is consciousness. There isn't really something physical. Are you kidding me? It's all spirit. It's all just life. It's all God. Some of you realize it. Some of you experience it. Some of you know it. Some of you don't. That's a shame. Doesn't change the fact that you're God. Doesn't change that you're this You're blessed. We're the future. Returning to the past so we can help your sorry ass out. Guardians won't really say sorry ass. It was just me, I guess, sorry. But realize that we're not so great down here. We're kind of messed up. We're trying to transmute that stuff. Come on, clean. Fix. Put back together your consciousness. Because that is what's going to get you out of here. This is the keys to the kingdom, homie. You want to go back to eternal life? What's up? Takes work. You gotta actually do something. You don't just get a Messiah and you're saved and don't have to do jack shit. You actually learn this knowledge. You run consciousness, which is energy. You learn how to run energy through your body. You'll feel it accumulating in the palm. And we use visualization, imagination to move that energy into a shape. Maybe a sphere of energy coming through, up from your shield, up to your chest, down your arms, both arms, and out through your palms. You see this frequency in this color through your hands, creating these balls of energy. The consciousness is imagining balls of energy. Guess what, homie? There's balls of energy. Maybe you're still trying to feel subtle energy. And so it might take some time. But you will see, feel, know God. It's an expansion. You will just, it'll be, of course, I am everything. I am everyone. I'm every thing that was, is, will be. You could say that to yourself. God is so great that God is everything. That's pretty great. That you're every single human, every single animal, every single alien, every single, anything is God. Let me. Better late than never, right? You feel the activations, yes? We are activating. Bringing it back into our field. Okay? The memory is pouring in, guys. It's coming in through Earth, through the Earth's Templar, which is the Earth's chakra. We have chakra. The planet has chakra. Those are stargates. These are stargates. Your higher consciousness is accessed through chakra, which are stargates. So it's another time that you connect to. That is your higher consciousness, a future time from our point of view down here in 3D. Okay? When you look at the chakra, they're associated with a gland or an area of the body, or outside the body even. And our level is identified with this, the solar plexus. That is Earth's consciousness. Higher consciousness is above this, in the heart. That's a higher, more evolved, more in the future level of yourself. Then there's the fifth dimension, what we talked about earlier. Tara, 5D, 39,000 years like this in the future. Here's the angel celestial level. Okay, another dimension of reality, another timeline in the future, far in the future, like over 50,000 years in the future. Okay, so imagine these higher worlds that are like hundreds of thousands of years in the future. And imagine what technology they have and what the human body is like. Are you even called a human in that level? Okay, so we have these versions of ourselves that are not so familiar to us, but they're still you're part of your experience as God. It's part of you, and it's cool because we're going to remember all this stuff as you awaken. Well, part of awakening is remembering. Who doesn't want to remember? I know a lot of you want to remember because you keep asking me, am I a starseed? Which starseed am I? And remember, you guys, I made a video about that today, I think. You can't ask someone. I guess you can, go ahead. But it's not going to help you to ask someone else. Who are you? Like, what is your starseed? Like, if someone tells you, okay, yes, you're this starseed, and how does that relate? How do you resonate? Do you resonate with that? How is that helping you? You didn't find it within yourself. It's just some faith or hope, a belief, not a knowing, not a remembering. Part of ascension is remembering. Can you imagine that? You're remembering that DNA is returning or not. Are we returning your DNA? Your consciousness? Are you on a spiritual journey? You're getting more, gobbling more consciousness, higher consciousness, learning how to activate your heart chakra, learning how to activate your fifth chakra, throat chakra, green ray, blue ray, indigo ray, violet ray, the crown. You know, the gold ray, the thymus, the thalamus brain, that is your ninth chakra. Gold, silver, dark blue, dark gray, pure white. We're going to have these levels of yourself, homie. So you guys know this stuff. I'm not teaching you anything. I'm just trying to help you remember that you're this mighty being. And that's why I tell you my own stories. So some of you already experienced this in greater, right? I'm saying some of you, it will spark something in you to hear that. Just like it sparked me to hear someone else talk similar. Now I know it's possible because now it's in my thoughts and my brain. I'm processing it. You'll realize eventually within yourself what is higher consciousness, because you'll start experiencing it. It won't be a kind of like untangible. It will be tangible. Like, you'll know. It won't be like uncertain. It will be for sure. You'll know. Kind of like in The Hobbit. Remember, they asked Bilbo. No, wrong Hobbit. The older Hobbit. Is his name? Yeah, his name is Bilbo. The other one's Frodo. Okay, so Bilbo, they asked him to go to where Smaug is, right? He's the big dragon guarding the treasure of gold. But they said, go into there and go find the Arkenstone. Huh? Oh, Arkenstone. So he has to go in this dangerous place to get this special stone and crystal. So Bilbo has a magic ring. It makes him invisible. So he was able to pull this off. He actually got the precious Arkenstone. It's so weird, you guys, because when I was a freshman in high school, I played Thorin Oakenshield. My grandfather helped me. He's a construction worker, so it was no problem for him. He helped me build this beautiful sword. And I was Thorin Oakenshield. So. Yeah. I don't know why I started talking about the Arkenstone, but it was connected to something else I was trying to say. Sorry. Anyways, it's one of those nights where I don't have food, or I'm not going to cook this late, so I'll end up doing some bullshit like eat a can of soup, man. Oh well. But that is emergency, and I guess that's kind of like a backup. So it served its purpose. Yeah, before I didn't eat anything before I did medicine. I ate later that evening, yeah. But it helps you guys. It was so cool to do it in the daytime. I had no fear. You're not supposed to have fear, but sometimes you have some powerful beings come through. And so like it would be totally blissful and then suddenly switch. So you have a weakness in your chain of armor, so to speak. You have a vulnerability and you need to resolve it before it happens again. I've had a full-blown succubus on top of me and I couldn't get off for a while. My willpower got him off me. All I was doing was freaking sleeping. Trying to sleep. Then you can't breathe. And then something's on top of you. And then you see the fangs and the anger, the hatred. Whoa! Like it kept attacking me. I was visiting another family member and sleeping in the guest bedroom. I found out later the guest bedroom what used to be some girl who was all into that, major piercings in black, just totally black makeup, black outfit, black hair. Now I wasn't surprised when I found that out. She was doing black magic in there. And she either intentionally left that, or it was just because that's what her energy was. What a trip. No, if you're all into major face piercings, I'm not like judging you or something. I'm just telling you what this person was. They kind of like fit that look because they were all into that dark shit. I mean, think about this. Why would someone want to mutilate their body and just wear depressing colors all the time and be in this attitude? Their negative attitude. A negative consciousness. This is a vampiric consciousness, holy ones. I'm just saying. Think of it from the Christos law of one point of view. What's up? So, anyways, we're in a spiritual war, and we will have these things come and go in our life and try to get us off balance and try to make us less effective and less able to reach more people. Like, it was so cool, you guys. Yesterday, I didn't experience no darkness. No darkness in the medicine. It was so cool. Because sometimes you see some weird-ass energies in there. And there's a part of your consciousness that still needs to be freaking cleaned up. And we just have to be more mindful and more powerful in our spiritual will. Like if we have some dark shit in our own life, well, get the hell out of your life. Get it out of your life. You're a priest. You're supposed to live a certain principle because you believe in the Christos. You want to change your life with the Christos. Well, you got to make changes, homie. It's not from a Bible sin point of view. It's from an energy consciousness point of view. And there is something called anti-life. It's called the phantom. So are you serving life, or you're pro-human, or are you against life? What is that? What also sucks in life? Black holes? Oh wow, isn't the phantom called a black hole subtime space distortion field? Sucking in all light. Sucking in life. 2. Forget about that part. Sucking in light, but sucking in life. Feeding itself. In an anti-life. Gaining power from anti-Christos. From being anti-Christos. Consciousness, which is what? Energy. You're experiencing an energy force here. So, we're like either become masters of it, like Neo and Morpheus and Trinity, or you become a punk ass to it, asleep in the Matrix, and you're just like a little sheep. That's not cool consciousness. You want cool consciousness. You want to awaken like Neo and be flying in the sky and dodging or stopping bullets and, Sup? Mr. Smith? What? What's up? Your shadow, your darkness, what's up? You're against life. No, realize yourself, master. You have power over darkness. You're greater than darkness. Understand? Darkness is capped, is at a certain level. Light keeps going, honey. Light goes beyond your level. Oh, hi, darkness. What are you doing today, Vato Loco? Who are you torturing, murdering, whatever, Vampiring. Chiwa. We keep going. They keep staying in their little, piece of reality. You're not so great, are you, as the Guardians? No. You're punk asses compared to the Guardians. Ascended Masters. What are you? Reverse life? What are you? You're a phantom. You're a shadow. What are you? Not living, not alive, not for the, God and light. No, you're some creature who eats the living. You're a vampire. You're a phantom consciousness. You're a narcissist. You're a psychopath. Just admit it. You like to take and eat and manipulate and control. When I say eat, you mean, like the vampire, like the black hole. You're just taking without permission. You don't obtain the value yourself. You take it, steal it, or destroy it. That's what darkness does. Cool, not cool. We want more knowledge. When you're expanding, you're pro, expansion. You want to get evolve. Actually, your soul and oversoul and avatar. You want to evolve. Okay, so we're cheers. You're so sexy. Yeah. I know. Chickies. So we go into that world, and we'll feel these different levels of ourselves. And I'll act weird like that sometimes. Just realize I'm experiencing a multidimensional level. It's not a joke, guys. I'm not like trying to play myself off as something that I'm not. I'm simply describing what I'm experiencing. Some of you can appreciate that because you're also experiencing the paranormal or the supernatural. And we don't have these egos about it. You definitely are not learning if you have an ego. Oh, I'm a chosen one. I am better than you because I can speak or channel an angel. You know, those kind of people? Yeah. Yes. All people can channel. You don't want to be doing that. The Guardians recommend interdimensional communications to your own Christos. What's up? You're not just speaking to any spirit, alien, demon, fallen angel. Makuye. Much respect to you. What's going on, homies? I mean, you guys feel a change on Earth. Something is changing. You might see drama. Like, you know, all this political stuff. You know, the new president will come soon. You know, they're going to start looking for a new president. They're going to start getting ready for the next president. Machiwa. Almost every president had 2 terms in a row. Trump didn't. Is this guy going to have 2 terms in a row? Wow. Anyways, we don't talk political, but you know. Usually the dark forces go to the political. Understand? But we don't talk political. Try not to. Everybody's got an opinion about this president or that president or that president. And some people think there's nothing spiritual about political, but there is. What are you talking about? There's a spiritual war. Do you not understand that part? The spiritual war goes into the political. It is spiritual in there. There's energy at work. There's forces at work. Hello. It's part of what's being played out. You don't even have to believe in all that stuff. And look at those hearts. Thank you, Holy One. There's dark shit. And they've done wicked things to our kids, and they're disgusting consciousness that needs to be transmuted peacefully, right? Through consciousness. Yep, we're letting that consciousness out. We're healing it, changing it. Nothing dies. It only changes from one level of matter to another. You're just changing matter, Vato. It's like once it's a solid ice cube and then it becomes a melted liquid. It changed form. You know, then you boil that water, then it changes form again into a vapor or a gas. Realize that's what we do with our bodies, homie. Here we're very, very physical and not very transparent. Eventually you're ghost-like and transparent. You can see through you. Light can pass through you. Maybe someone can stick their hand through you. If they're carbon matter like us. Machiwa. Ghost-like. And then you become this like crystal silicate matter body form consciousness world people, liquid light, thermoplasm, which is basically crystal gas, hot plasma. These are levels that we go through. These are levels that we exist in now, in this higher consciousness that is simultaneous as this space-time. Space-time is an illusion, but we still make reference to it because we can understand it. You know, it makes sense to use it as an analogy that in the future we come from the future, but we had all these time periods that we went through here. So a dimension represents one strand of DNA, but there's substrands, 12 substrands. That means there's 12 subdimensions. So you're going to live in 12 of those subdimensions. They're called time vectors. And you have a male, a female, a male, a female. So there's an exact amount. You can count them exactly. They're twin flames. Male, female, male, female. Down here we have gender. Up there you don't. You're not going to always have gender. That's absurd. What is a gender? It's a separation of male and female. Magnetism. Not a separation, more of a specialization. Women are mostly magnetic. Men are mostly electric. Then you get people with the confused gender. They have a mixed magnetic electric. So we have this playing itself out here in the world. So God doesn't have, a penis, and God's doesn't have the other thing, and so we're just distorted when we say God's a boy. It means you don't know jack shit about the hologram or the time matrix or the dimensions, or yourself or God, apparently. But God is in different density, and so we're going to experience what it's like to be an angel, what it's like to be an archangel, what it's like to be an avatar. We're not limited to Earth and this person. There's much, much, much more. It's multidimensional, happening in the now. And you get a chance to go into a different now. Time travel, honey. Go through some stargates and shit. It's real sci-fi and it's real spiritual. It's super cool. And one day you're going to know everything and remember all. You're going to be the one, the many. It's so weird because sometimes we're able to see that. We can see that level of God. It might be brief. It might be, you might not remember it all because, you come out of that memory. You came out of that dimension. So the memory's up there, not down here. You displaced yourself. You were there. You remember it there. You came into a lower level of yourself. Hello. You woke up. And now your memory of that is not so, it's real fuzzy. Why? Don't you hate that? When you have fuzzy memory of your dreams? I don't remember my dreams. You fix that. Did you know you can have better dreams and do dream work and have lucid dreaming, conscious aware dreaming? Spiritual communications start in the dream world, guys. From science point of view, it's brainwaves changing. And speed. Same with consciousness point of view. You're changing in speed, in waveform. Faster waveforms, smaller waveforms. So we're got a giant radio wave and a tiny little super fast microwave or gamma wave. So we're it's all consciousness though, but notice those are different, separate worlds, separate vibrations. This one's this one's that. So you get to a point in your consciousness where you can change your vibration at will and teleport to another, or bilocate to another reality and return at your leisure. In World of Warcraft, they have these mages, a mage class. You can play the character of a mage, And the mage can make portals. And the portals can take you to another city, for example, another kingdom, another land, another planet. Well, let's take some stargates and go to some other planets. Ever think of that? You're not limited to Earth. Even in the privacy of your bedroom, you can go travel the universe. Did you know how to use this vehicle? This consciousness? Do you know how to use it? Because you can do these supernatural, paranormal things that most humans are oblivious to. They think it would be magic or trickery. Like magicians use tricks. Or you know, something they think is evil, like magic is evil or something. If you practice magic, you're evil. What? There's black magic and there's good magic. What is your spell about? Okay? They're both psychic. There's a black magician, he's psychic. He, she. There's a light worker, they're psychic. Okay, they're both psychic. So they just have different ideas about God and stuff. So, and that's what we are in, you guys. Different polarities, different agendas, different beliefs. It is so bizarre here on Earth to have so much difference. To be honest, right? So, I made some really cool Lyran female Lyran Anuhazi blue skin cat people. So I'll probably post some of those in the next couple days, okay guys? Because I thought they looked so cool. And I'm trying to make males and females. And I also want to start making smaller children one. Like a little kid type. Like they did in Avatar 2. They showed little small cat people. And have different cat people with different color skin, not just blue. So I got some ideas coming. So, all right, you guys. It looks like it's almost that time. Yeah. Thank you to my moderators, Starman and Indigo Wizard. Yeah, we can start to change it. If you guys don't remember your dreams, find out how. Think about it. There's a way to learn how to remember your dreams. Go do some research, homies. You want to do lucid dreaming? You want to remember your dreams? Go find out and try it. Spiritual healer. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing, Spiritual Healer 222. Michael Young says thank you. Thank you, guys. Here's some love. Oh, wrong one. Here's some love. I love you. Look at that. Peace to you guys. Thank you. Somebody's still doing it. So, yeah, you guys, it's only 8 o'clock. Did I start early? It's still a good time because, well, I'll stay a little bit longer. There's 70 of you online. Helena, hello, Holy One. Jane, American, Irish. Welcome, Holy One. Jennifer Miller. Yeah, that's a good way to say it, Jennifer. Put your shields up and ask for the truth. You will have it. And I want to say something, you guys. The Christos Maharata, the color, it's an energy. It's Christ energy, Christos energy. Some people saying the Maharak shield doesn't work. Hello, you can still work with Christ energy. This platinum ray, this liquid light, you can still work with it. I still work with it. I have these profound experiences with it. I don't care what people say. They can say their freaking bullshit. It works. In my point of view, I see it working. What's up? You speak one thing, I see another thing. That's all I'm saying. I love you guys. Peace to you, homies. Yeah. We like just, and I think it's okay to stop early, because tomorrow's the official. You guys know Tuesdays are the one day I do advertise as going live. So I'll be back tomorrow. So if you guys like tonight, come back again. We'll be talking probably about indigo children, maybe. I haven't made a video about them in a while, and so it will take me some time to digest this trip, this medicine. It's profound, right? Thank you for those hearts and those emojis. We're learning so much. And remember what I said. I said I'm not giving you advice just to do medicine. I'm saying do both. The medicine and learn the guardian teachings. And if you could get yourself to do this once a week at least. I don't even do that yet. I should. It's just that I even told Indigo Wizard that I got attacked one time. And so it was after, even the same time I'm having a magnificent experience. So we will get attacked, you guys. People hate us. There's certain consciousness in this world and other worlds who hate humans, hate indigo children. The Anunnaki were actually created to destroy us. How's that? They're called the Avengers of Anu. And I've heard Ashiana say it. They're specifically target all guardian races, like the indigo children, the Oraphim angels, the Azarites. They go after these beings. They're after us. They hate us. Just remember that. And just remember that you have family that love you. What's up? We're the priests. We're the guardians. We guard this consciousness. We're not letting this fallen angels take it. Conquer our human spirit. Our. I mean, come on. We're representing the guardian founder races. We got to be responsible. We're supposed to be custodians of Earth, man. We're not doing a good job. We're going to change that. We are changing that. What's up? I love you guys. And you guys are so freaking amazing yourselves. You guys are smart. You guys are cool. You guys are amazing. And I know you guys have been on medicine. You've seen these freaking unbelievable shit. And then you start thinking about what those naysayers are saying. Okay? Just dismiss their asses. Like, no, who cares? Let them not believe, not like, or not agree. Thank you for the hearts, holy ones. Seriously, you guys, don't live your life for other people. I mean, come on. It's true. You're just letting people vampire you. And you can't blame no one but yourself, you know? There's being friendly, and there's being too friendly, where people just take advantage of you and you just keep letting it happen. Because you feel too friendly to stop doing something that's... Anyways. I love you, vatos. What's up? What's up, homies? I got this. You got this. We're not alone. I saw many guardians. We're not alone. You see your guardians. You see your homies. They're not human looking. It's kind of cool. The universe is very interesting. Yeah. Higher consciousness is badass. Better than this place. This awareness. Hope I see you guys on the flip-flop. Please support Christos Avatar. Please leave a donation, you guys. You know you can click on the PayPal link. There's a link in the below. You can also support Christos Avatar by buying one of the art paintings or crystals on my Etsy shop. We're also got a whole link for all this information about the iTeraCare Terahertz Wand. Check that out, you guys. We just, at least 5 times a week, it seems, I do live. So you'll find me again. I'll definitely be here tomorrow, because every Tuesday I do it. But I'm here more than Tuesdays, obviously. I love you guys. Give me a bear hug. Yeah. Familia. Akochiwa. And I saw this powerful male lion guardian. It doesn't have to be male. I just happened to see it was male. It was masculine, and it was ferocious. We're lions, man, not lambs. Holy ones. Go hang out with the what do they call them? Like a group of lions. A pride. Go hang out with the pride of lions. You're going to hear a lot of powerful sounds. That sound of a lion is powerful. No freaking lamb, vatos. These Anunnaki trick us. They tricked us. They actually, over these tens of thousands of years since Atlantis, and even millions of years in the previous Atlantis, they have managed to freaking change our religions. They have managed to trick us and make us confused about God and about our past and about our history, our heritage. They went so far as to even say they are our creators. And even nowadays, they're still telling us they created us. It's all bullshit, vatos. You're more powerful than they are. You're 12-strand consciousness, not 11-strand. You are here representing the principle and true intention of God. We're here to fix the mess these fallen angels made to our planet and to our race. Excuse me. We have a very valuable and important mission, Starseed. Know your Starseed mission. Remember, we are speakers for the Emerald Covenant. We're representing the true Christos, Christ. We're talking about our true lineage, heritage. And you're going to see them, guys. You're going to see them. You're going to see their faces. It's going to be lucid. It's going to be undeniable. They're going to be alien looking. They're going to be beautiful looking. Like godlike. Beautiful, angelic consciousness. Man, no joke. Keep on this path. You're going to see them. You're going to see them, man. They're here. They're actively here. You're going to have darkness active, yes, but the guardians are here too. They're coming on in. They're birthing on in. What's up? I love you, Vato Locos. I'll see you guys on the flip-flop. Yeah. Spiritual G's. Spiritual gangsters. Anuhazi gangster. Much love. Much respect. Oh, I see. Shadayure akuntun. Shadayure akuntun. And when I sing this, when I'm on medicine, dude, it changes to a different language. I mean, it changes to a different way how I say the words. It's hard to explain. It's like Spanish or Espanol or Spanish. or Espanol? Which one? I love you guys. Namaste. Sweet dreams. I'm gonna think about you. I'm gonna miss you. I'll meet you in the Astro. Yeah, baby. We got this. Signing off, baby. Namaste. Yeah.